Let's add a motion between frame 1 and 100 by clicking between those two frames, right-clicking, and create motion tween. Let's go back to frame 100. I want you to select this movie clip, hold down Shift, and drag it to the right. Don't match it up. Just go right of matching it up. Right there. Let's go back to scene 1. We can go ahead and preview this by holding down Control and hitting Enter. We can see we have our squiggles and our lines. They're moving, looping along. That loop's pretty good. That's a pretty good loop. Now we add our fog effect. To add the fog effect, we're actually going to add a blur filter to this. This is something new to Macromedia Flash 8. So let's select that movie clip we created, go to Filters, hit the plus sign, and go to Blur. By default, your blur will be set to 5 along the X and Y axis. Let's raise that pointer. If they're locked together, they'll both raise at the same time. We need to raise this to something pretty high. I'd say 60s and above. Let's hold down Control and hit Enter to preview it. That looks alright. Let's go back to our properties. Select this movie clip. And go to Alpha. And let's set our transparency down just a little bit on this. Hold down Control and hit Enter. Now, if this movie clip, if you think, well, it's not wide enough, let's widen it a bit. Hold down Control and hit Enter. Now, I fattened that movie clip up by selecting the Transform tool in the toolbar, selecting that movie clip, and just dragging a pointer up so it's a little fatter. I would drop the percentage a little bit more. Preview it, hold down Control, hit Enter. You might be thinking, well, that's moving really fast, I want to slow that down. To slow that down, let's double click inside that movie clip and maybe drag that frame out to 200. Let's see what that looks like. That's much better. Much better. So this is how you create a fog effect using a movie clip that is on a continuous loop. Remember, we duplicated that movie clip, and this is what allows us to actually create a looping effect. We duplicated that movie clip by holding down the Alt button and dragging it to the right of our original little graphic, our little squiggly graphics. I hope you learned something from this. I hope you guys can figure out some creative ways to use this in your own projects. I'm sure you can find some ways. You can also add this to your own artwork. It's a pretty good effect if you're into some maybe darker looking artwork. You can add a pretty good fog effect to it. So thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.